just me and my guitar.
Hello YouTube, what is up? This is KOA Myst back with another video. So this video we're going to be talking about temporary relics, or the Relic Series 2 Part 2. Well, 2-2, whatever, same thing. Alright, getting straight into it. Well, if you guys haven't already heard about me, I pretty much already made a account in the New Kingdom 376. And we are currently, I'm in the alliance called Lords of Death, LOD. It's actually pretty lit because everyone in it, most of them are my fans, so it's really a very fun interaction. So if anyone's interested, make sure to find me on Kingdom 376 and hit me up. Or you can contact me through line as well, as I was saying before. You can find out how to find me through line. My contact information is in the description below. Or you can also find it in my 500 sub special video. It literally walks you step by step to how to find me online and how to contact me and how to join the line community chat. Now, without further ado, let's get into the contents of this video. So for this video, we are when this fucking loads. Come on. Oh my fuck! What the hell is this? What the actual hell? I got a new modem a few days ago, and it was supposed to make my Wi-Fi 3 times faster, but as you can see, it doesn't. It has been, if anything, slower. Oh my fuck! Let me reload this. All right. My apologies. Anyways, for this video, we're going to be breaking down temporary relics. We're going to be talking about good combos to use, when to use such relics, etc., etc. We're also going to be talking about like war relics, gathering relics. We're also going to rate them out of 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. Obviously, relics, there are different relics that are used in different scenarios, but there is like a certain worth they have, if you know what I mean. Like, obviously, some relics are inferior to other relics. Alright, moving on. So we got the Sickle of Plenty for 1,507 days. What does the Sickle of Plenty do? It pretty much gives you a storage protection of 150%. That is currently what I have right now. When you have Sickle of Plenty, it's actually really, really helpful if you're trying to save up resources for stronghold upgrades or just to store up food. If you're gonna have planning on hardcore training troops, that's a good idea to get a Sickle of Plenty. It's actually very versatile and useful because you can use it if you're trying to like save resources when you're getting attacked, or 2, you can use it when you're trying to build up stronger, you know, want to collect resources, save your upkeep, save your food, etc. So actually out of 10, I would give this a 7 because it's very versatile per se, and it's pretty useful. So I'd give this a 7. Craftsman Hammer, pretty much its duration 1 day. The benefit is 20% construction speed. This is actually pretty good, especially if you're planning on doing some big upgrade, like a stronghold upgrade that usually takes like 10 plus days, depending on what stronghold you are. But it eventually gets up to like 10 plus days, and 20% literally knocks off like 2-3 days right off the bat. So that's actually really, really nice. And then if you add it on with other equipment, when you're doing like a big upgrade like that, you want to make sure you have some good construction speed equipment so you can knock off even more days. So it just stacks. You just stack the speed. So this is actually pretty useful, but it's kind of like only focused on construction. You can usually only use this for construction, but I guess it can be used in many ways depending on where you're constructing. So I'd actually give this a 6.5. It's not bad, but the thing is, it's not like a must-have. Like you have to have it or anything. You know what I mean? And for the price, 800, that's pretty cheap, so I'd actually do it. Research Scepter, 1 day. Pretty much it boosts your research speed plus 20%. I'm not entirely sure if anyone really boosts their research speed, if you know what I mean, because I usually just let it flow, or sometimes just speed it up using speed ups, but I never really get like a research scepter to research speed stuff. So personally, this relic is kind of useless for me because I hardly ever use like use research speed speed up shit. So honestly, out of 10, I'd probably only give this a 5.5. I mean, it's useful for the 20% for people who are trying to hardcore research, but personally, this I don't really use it at all. So yeah. Training Scepter, 1 day. Troop training speed plus 20%. Alright, the Training Scepter is obviously one of the most popular relics out there. I would dare to say it's one of the more popular ones because everyone loves training troops, and it's not crazily expensive. It's only 1,000 gold, and lots of people use it during the troop training event, so they use this to hardcore speed train troops, myself included. I love speed training. Well, when you have spare cash. But right now, nope. But yeah, anyways, this is a must-have if you're gonna speed train troops or when you're rebuilding an army after like KVK or kill event. This is definitely a must-have. So out of 10, I would definitely give this like a 7 or 8 for sure. So 7.5, yeah, 7.5. Battle Blade, 1 day. All right, so this pretty much is a offensive based relic. Gives you 15% army buff of health, 15% army buff of attack, 15% army buff of defense. So pretty much a 15% buff on everything. It's pretty good, honestly. It's really good, but the thing is, it loses its value because there's, which I'm gonna get into next, the Dragon Blade, which is even better. But I'm gonna get into that next. But the Battle Blade is very useful for cheaper players who don't really I wouldn't say cheaper players, but people who are less dedicated to like wiping out people, or if you're just going out to casually kill people for kill event, you would get a Battle Blade and not a Dragon Blade, if you know what I mean. So Battle Blade is for more casual players. So I'd give a Battle Blade a solid 8, 8.5 actually, 8.5 out of 10, because it is, lots of players get it during kill event. It is very, very useful. Like, those buffs are crazy. You guys might think like 15%, that's not that bad. It's a fucking army buff. That means every single one of your troops get a 15% troop health buff, troop attack buff, and troop defense buff of 15%. That actually makes a huge difference. Alright, moving up. Crown of Command. This buffs your march capacity plus 15%. So your march capacity would be increased by 0.15. This is actually, it's not that good alone, because alone it's kind of useless. You might as well just buy a Battle Blade or a Dragon Blade during kill event. But let me tell you this amazing combo that I have learned from a PRC. So thank you, PRC. However much I hate you guys, I thank you for, because we were stalking these people attacking from PRC, and we noticed that they did certain things. I'm sure other top players figured it out as well, but these are for people who didn't know about this strategy. So what you could do is you buy Crown of Command, and you buy Battle Blade or Dragon Blade, per se. You buy one of them, and then you have the Crown of Command. So you first equipped your Crown of Command to send out the march. So your marching capacity is added on 15%, right? And then before the march hits the target, you switch to Battle Blade. So you get the buffs of both relics to the attack. You know what I mean? So that's like double trouble, man. That is a very, very good strategy. Anyways, shout out to PRC. However much I hate you, I still love you for showing me this well, not showing me, kind of me discovering it myself. But anyways, yes. Thank you for discovering this. So now I'm putting it out there. This combo is deadly. So once again, you pretty much equip the Crown of Command first to send out your march with its buff. So right when the march gets sent out, you switch to Battle Blade. And then, so therefore, you get the buffs of both. Now moving on. Dragonite. Pretty much Dragonite only, so when this relic is equipped to your city will benefit from your dragon's defensive benefits even when a dragon is not present. So have you ever had one of those facepalm moments of when you sent your dragon out to attack someone else, and then someone else sneaks attack you from behind, and then you get zeroed, and then you're like, holy fuck, my dragon wasn't in the city, or I would have won the battle. Yeah, well, Dragon Idol prevents that, because no matter what, even if your dragon is outside of your city, you will still benefit. Alright, Clash of Clans, thank you for sending me that notification. Anyways, This prevents that because when an enemy attacks you, if when you have this relic on, it will like the system makes it so that your dragon is like still in your city, and you will still get your dragon buffs against an opponent. So yeah, this is a completely defensive based relic, but still it's still pretty honestly pretty decent. I would give this probably a 6.5 because it's actually pretty useful. And JK, Crown of Command, I forgot to give it a rating. Might be, a short-term memory loss. But Crown of Command out of 10, I would honestly give this a 7. No, an 8. I'll give it an 8 because of the combination that I can go with the Battle Blade or Dragon Blade, which makes it fucking OP as fuck. Alright. Dragon Blade. So there are two things that go with the Dragon Blade. It has a special property and the benefits. So it's similar to a relic. I mean, like a permanent relic, but it's not a permanent relic. It's a temporary relic, but it's still OP as fuck. So when this relic is equipped, your city will benefit from your dragon's defensive benefits, even when a dragon is not present. And then it has the 15% troop health buff, 15% troop attack buff, and 15% troop defense buff. So what is the Dragon Blade? The Dragon Blade is, in sense, literally a mix of the Battle Blade and the Dragon Idol. It is literally a mix of both of them, which makes the Dragon Blade literally OP. It is great. It is... If you're going out to completely destroy an alliance, this is the relic you want to bring. But as I was saying, if you're just a casual killer, you would want to go out and bring the Battle Blade. But Dragon Blade is mostly for like those, because it's more expensive, first of all. It's mostly for those more bigger spenders, more people with deeper pockets, per se, like me. Anyways, moving on. So Dragon Blade, this is just 30 days. Obviously, this is, in value-wise, is better than the Dragon Blade 7 days. I would give Dragon Blade a 9 just because it's a mix of the Dragon Idol and the Battle Blade. So I'd give the Dragon Blade a 9. So this is 30 days. Yeah, pretty much the same thing as this. What? Actually, it is the same thing. What am I saying? Alright, moving on. The Buttress Stone? What the fuck is with this name? Buttress Stone. Buttress Stone. Alright. Anyways, so the Buttress Stone has two benefits like a regular permanent relic. So one, oh my fuck, Summoner's War. Anyways, following a defense failure, a 2-hour Peace Shield will open automatically to protect against subsequent attacks. The shield will not open if you're engaged in attacking behavior. Peace Shield remains 1 of 1. Benefits is storage protection plus 100%. Okie dokie. So what does this mean? So pretty much what this means is when you have this on and then someone attacks you and you let me see. Following a okay, so that means when someone attacks you, it doesn't mean if they attack you, this will pop up. If this means if they attack you and you lost the battle, this will pop up. And then the benefits is that it gives you a 100% storage protection, which is also pretty good. But let's the most important, the better part of this, because if it's just the benefits, then you could literally just get a Sickle of Plenty, which would have been better. But the special property is what makes this unique. But the problem with this is, notice how it says following a defense failure. Yes, that means the person can keep on attacking you until you lose the battle. So this would actually not be good for higher level players, because high level players, when they have like a huge amount of troops, sometimes, I'm not saying always, but sometimes other bigger players like to suicide. Yes, I'm not going to get into detail because I don't want to offend anyone, but other top players sometimes, if they really, really hate someone, they love to suicide their troops onto someone to fill up their hospital, and then they start losing a bunch more troops. But the thing is, you actually won't lose the battle because you have more troops than them, but you're going to end up losing more troops. And then finally, when you have like a little amount of troops, then you actually get a defensive failure, and then the shield will open. So honestly, the Buttress Stone would be very good for lower level players, but not so much for higher level players, if you know what I mean. So and it only gives you a 2-hour Peace Shield, which is not even a lot. So because think about it, if you get like attacked during night, this can't even last you through the night. Anyways, so out of 10, I'd probably only give this I give this a solid 7 just because it is very, very useful for lower level players, but is kind of useless for higher level players per se. And then if you guys were wondering how do you get like relics cheap, they sometimes have special deals, especially during Kill Event and KVK. They like sell the Battle Blade and Dragon Blade for much cheaper. Well, not even cheaper. It's just more like they sell them like per 8 hours. See how like the Sickle of Plenty here is for 7 days. They have the Sickle of Plenty here for 3 days. Yeah, usually during Kill Event they have like the Battle Blade out for like 8 hours for like 1,200, and then they have the Dragon Blade out for like 8 hours, and then that's for like 1,800 coins. So it's like they give you like special deals from that like from time to time, which is actually pretty useful. So if you're actually looking to buy temporary relics for like cheaper, you want to look on this right side right here, because they usually during like speed training event they would have the training scepter out, etc., etc. They have it on this side to like. I really like that. I have to give it to hand it to KOA that this was a really good idea. Because like no one, sometimes people don't really want to buy like a freaking 7-day Dragon Blade or like a 30-day Dragon Blade. They just want like a regular Dragon Blade for like 8 hours, and then they sell it here for like cheap for 1,800. Well, not cheap, but cheaper than 21k gold. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yep. So that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm probably gonna be making some gameplay on other games like I've been saying. I like I play a lot of games. If there's any games you guys want me to check out, make sure to let me know in the comment section below. If there's anything I missed in this video, feel free to critique it. Let me know in the comment section below. I will not take offense, or at least I mean, who doesn't take offense? I'll try not to take offense. I'll probably still take offense. But anyways, yeah, that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video for more content. And as always, stay sexy.